Welcome to CastOut, Memecoin Island, a survivor-inspired competition where the challenges all happen on Farcaster. Over the course of 9 days, 8 tribes will compete in frame games and Farcaster native challenges until there is one tribe left standing. Then those 5 players will compete until there is one sole survivor who will win 0.5 ETH, 50k degen, and 1 million CastOut tokens. Meet the tribes: Purple, Yellow, Burfriends, Peacock, Base Devo, Foamies, Girthy Gang, and FCOF. After each immunity challenge, one tribe will be voted off the island until there is one tribe left. Each weekday, join us at noon ET right here on the GM Farcaster Network for the challenge announcement and for the reveal of the vote. And throughout the game, there will be opportunities to win prizes for engaging and interacting with the player challenges. Look for all the details in the CastOut channel. Thank you to our prize pool sponsors, Purple and Degen, and our challenge sponsors, Yellow, Ponder, Alpha Friends, Peacock, Base Devo, FCOF, and the Proxy Swap community. Are you ready and on? Let's outwit, outplay, and outcast with CastOut, Memecoin Island.
GM Farcaster. It is our 4th episode for CastOut. So this is not our usual GM Farcaster, but our CastOut edition. And this is the fun game we've been playing on Farcaster. Some people think it's fun. Some people are getting a little frustrated, but most people think it's fun. So let me just level set like my situation today, because I think you'll appreciate this just for fun. So as you know, I have been struggling with COVID or flu or something all week. So there's that. On top of the fact that today in my building, they decided that every 5 minutes my fire alarms are going to go off. That was today. No. So I am now at my mom's house.
Is that just for this stream so we wouldn't get interrupted with a fire alarm?
It literally would happen every 5 minutes. Well, also for my poor little dog, because my dog was like losing his shit. So I'm like, I had to go, pack up, come over here. It's been a day, let me tell you. Like, it's been a little bit much.
Then don't ask me how my day was.
How's your day going?
Really good.
Fuck you.
I got to yoga this morning, so I'm feeling like especially zened out.
Nice.
I updated my bot code to make loading videos faster, so it's like not as manually painful. So I'm able to get our bot more and more of our old episodes. Yeah.
Fun.
It's now got going back to like early September. So it's got a good 30-some GM Farcaster episodes.
That's awesome. All right, let's dive in, because I know that our players are waiting anxiously for the results. And we'll start with what the game was. And let's just go through this game. So this is the basketball game. And so what they had to do was play this game. You could only mint twice. You have to mint to get on the leaderboard. So you play the little basketball game, mint to get on the leaderboard. You can play as much as you want, but you can only mint twice. So you guys were grinding. I didn't think some of these scores were possible. So I talked to the dev ahead of time and I said, what are the top scores that you've seen? And he said 13, 14 has been the top that I've seen of everyone who's played so far. So when I saw the 15 and the 17, I immediately went, okay, wait, is this possible? And he said, so he looked at everything, made sure it was legit, and said yes. He did just make some changes where it's much easier on web, and there's a way to get that score. So it is a legit score. We did check everything, and Roman Sis kind of knew that we were probably going to be suspicious of his score. So he did even video screen capture it while he was playing. So he was screen capturing while he was playing. So we checked everything and it looks legit. So the Foamies won again.
Wow. Forget. And also like Roman says, like, what are your secrets and what supplements are you taking? What is your routine? Forget
He had
Brian
like
Johnson.
he has the video, and he actually said he's listening to the song while he's playing. That was the song, so the music was keeping it going.
I think like forget Brian Johnson and Blueprint. Like we should all do whatever. Like just
Whatever
follow
Roman Sis is doing.
Yes.
That's so
I played. I got 3. Like I have perfect form. Like I would shoot up, and like the ball would go completely off. Like it would go to the right. I'm like, I don't know. I am not a good baller.
I know. The best I ever did was, I think, 10 or 11. I was really impressed when JC put the 14s on the board. I was like, wow, okay. You know, they were right in there. And then Katana came in with the 14, and I was like, okay, we have a tie now. What's going to happen? And then Roman Sis just swung in there.
What makes this fun is being able to see the leaderboard in the frame. Like it was so prominent. So for all the other tribes as they're playing, like what your competition is. It's not worth minting if you're not going to beat the top score, right? And that was always the strategy, is like you don't want to mint too early, because then someone's going to beat you if they know what the target is. But 17, all right.
And the other thing, you know, sometimes the time when you're outside of the U.S. time zones, it's a disadvantage, and for a couple of the challenges coming up, it might be. But for this one, it was probably an advantage because you started after a lot of people put points on the board and they went to bed. So that particular team is sort of on the other side of the world, and they were coming in after people had put up, you know, some pretty high scores, so they knew what their target was as well. So if you went into it thinking, okay, I hit a 14, this is really solid, I feel good about it, I can go to sleep now, and then they just woke up. So, but it was I will say a lot of people loved the game, found it very addictive. I got a couple of questions of like, can we keep playing this? I'm like, yeah, keep playing it. Yeah. It doesn't matter anymore, but you can keep playing it. There were some hacks that I saw about turning it upside down was easier to like find your line, a few things like that. And I mean, hacks, like just different things people were doing. People found it easier on a laptop. I don't, but some people are good with mouses and they have gaming mouse and mice or whatever. So yeah, the gamers came to play. So Foamies back again at the helm, and they are, so they are immune. So it came down to the tribes now figuring out there's a lot of speculation as to future challenges and people basing some of these decisions on those future challenges, and they may or may not come, you know, they may or may not be at issue. So I think there's some speculation that is untrue. I'll just say that. I've got asked this a couple times because there's a speculation that I'm going to have a Memecoin challenge where you're going to have to launch a clanker. I'm going to tell you right now, that's not a challenge. The opportunity to do that was there with the meme challenge. Like if you wanted to launch a coin with your meme, you could do that, but I was not going to force anybody to launch a token for many reasons. So just going to clear that up right now and let you know. Not going to be one of the challenges moving forward. So if you're basing any votes on that, don't. And
if you think Prof is the type to say one thing but mean another, if you haven't been paying attention.
You haven't been paying attention.
She's not.
Clearly.
She's very.
Yeah. I'm pretty straightforward on my things. I'll be a little
and the only way the reason I bring that up, if you watch GM Forecaster or you know that. Yeah. If you don't, when I was playing CastOut, I just got really paranoid. Like it was don't trust anybody. Yeah. And I remember, you know, when you would talk, you'd be like, no, you can trust me. Like I'm like,
I'm not going to lie. Yeah. I'm not going to lie if I'm not going to reveal things that I don't want to reveal yet, but I'm not going to lie either. Like I'm not going to tell you that we're not going to do this challenge and then we're going to do it. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
So let's go through this vote. This was the votes are getting a little more interesting is what I will say. So you could not vote out the Foamies tribe. They did win immunity again, so they are safe. So here are our votes. First vote, purple. Second vote, Girthy. By the way, this is like 2 seconds after I think I said, Girthy, I think you're off the radar. You're probably fine. Peacock, by the way, said the same thing to the Peacock team. Sorry, guys. I think I jinxed you both with my hey, I think you're flying below the radar. I was wrong apparently. So 1 vote purple, 1 vote girthy, 1 vote peacock. 2 votes purple, 2 votes girthy. So we have 2 votes purple, 2 votes girthy, 1 vote peacock. A couple more votes to go. Another vote purple. We have 3 votes purple. And we have 4 votes purple. And our tribe that has been voted out, unfortunately, our title sponsor, purple. This is not boding well for
down with
future
DAOs.
sponsorships. And I think I jinxed the DAOs. Yeah, I think I jinxed the DAOs. I think purple was seen as a very big threat for engagement games. But and they did, they did do pretty well in both of those early challenges, as did yellow. And that's why I think they were taken out first. So I'm sorry, Team Purple, Lynx, Kojo, C. Corella, Sir Jack, and DeWoofy. You have been eliminated. The tribes have spoken. I will say one funny thing. I'm going to keep it anonymous as to who said this, but somebody said, yeah, Lynx should have followed me back.
What? Wow, personal. Lynx.
Personal. And they said maybe Lynx should go to the CastOut starter pack and hit that follow all. So take that for what it's worth. And
highly coveted Lynx follow.
I know. I guess it's highly coveted. I will say thank you so much to Purple for sponsoring. At least we can say there was no fishy business. Like, no one's going to accuse me of rigging.
No.
If I was going to rig, it would have been for yellow or purple. So there you go.
And and now we can hype yellow. We can continue to hype yellow and purple throughout the game.
Absolutely. And then thank you also to DGen and our challenge sponsors, Yellow Ponder, Alpha Friends, Peacock, Proxy Swap, Base Devo, and FCOF. And for this particular challenge, our challenge sponsors, Alpha Friends, the rewards from this challenge and from yesterday's challenge, I still need to get out. I will get them out today, as well as any rewards that we're going to those who are watching and playing along. So those will be coming shortly. And thank you all for playing. So here's where we're at. 2 votes out, yellow and purple. They're just taking out the colors first. The strong teams, but it's really interesting that the sleeper teams are the ones that are actually really bringing it. So, and
I will say it is not, it's not just a behind the back, let's do alliances and vote people out. Like, everybody's playing the challenges as well and leaning in, and it's really fun to watch.
It's really fun to watch. Yeah. I mean, everyone's going really hard. I mean, like watching JC put the 14s on the board, I was like, whoa, okay. Like, playing hard. Every team had somebody who was in that 14 range who was hitting it.
Every team also had that one person who was working yesterday.
Yeah.
And missed the meeting.
Missed it completely.
Comes back into the island and is
it's like, here's 3. I'm out.
369 messages late. And it's like, what are we supposed to do? I don't have time to keep playing. I'm going to play once. So if that is you, I'll give you some advice. It's okay. Especially in the tribes, when we were doing it, it's like you want to carry your weight. You want to be a good team player. It's okay, that if you're not all in on every challenge. When we did this in the early season, we saw people kind of lean in and lean out when you had time, and it's okay. Don't beat yourself up. And if you are in a tribe and one person's missed a challenge, don't be too hard on them. Mm-hmm. People have
great advice,
life responsibilities as well.
Great advice.
Now, if they're completely checked out, then do what you want.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do about that. But I do appreciate those who have played hard. It's been really funny too, because some of the people who after the first challenge were like, I think I want to quit, or for this challenge, we're like, I love this game. Can I keep playing after it's over? So it's, you just have to find the game that you really like, and then it brings you back in. So not everything's for everyone. It was so funny too, Hind. I think your score was hiding or something because it was further down, and it was really funny. Like, can't even find her on the board. I'm like, oh, she's there. It's just further down on the leaderboard. But yeah, seriously, everyone did great. Sorry, Tribe Purple. But let's gear up the next challenge. And Adrian, I think you're really going to appreciate this next one. And here we go. It's not that one. Hold on. I think I was pulling the wrong one. No, that was it.
Okay, tribes, get ready for the next CastOut challenge. We're bringing back Yoink, but in the new on-chain version. Yoink the flag in an on-chain capture the flag game. The winning tribe earns immunity. Be careful, don't yoink from your own tribe member. In addition, the person holding the flag at the end of the game wins 5,000 degen tip from Prof, even if they are not one of the CastOut players. Get ready to outwit, outplay, and outcast with CastOut.
Okay, so we're bringing back Yoink. Ideally, this was going to be challenge 1, but we weren't able to make it happen. So you're going to be yoinking the flag. This is like the OG game of Barcaster. And originally it was like the first frame game. It's a test. For those who don't know, Horsefax does work for Merkle. So a lot of times he'll be creating things like this that's been used to test out features that they're bringing into Warpcast. So this is on the new V2 frames, I believe, and it uses a minting process. There is going to be a special leaderboard that will go live. I don't know if it's live yet, but it'll be live sometime soon, but you can start playing already. So you must use the wallet that you gave me for the game. Otherwise, you will not show up on the leaderboard. So that's the wallet that has been sort of registered for the leaderboard itself. And you'll see, if you saw in the game, you'll see the tribe will be it'll show you based on the tribe. So you'll see who's holding it and which tribe, and then you'll see the leaderboard with the tribes. So who's at the top. So whichever tribe's at the top of the leaderboard at the end of the game, they'll win immunity. And whichever player or person, doesn't have to be a player, is holding the flag at the end of the game, which is 11 a.m. tomorrow Eastern, then that person will win a 5,000 degen tip from me. So it can be anyone. This is the public game that you're playing on, but you have a special little leaderboard. One other note, there are timeouts. So you can only yoink every 10 minutes, I think it is. I think there's a 10-minute cooldown. So just keep that in mind and be careful you don't yoink from your own tribe members, because we saw that happen a lot and it was pretty funny. So don't yoink it away from your own tribe members. Any other tips, Adrian? I know this was one that kept you sleepless.
It did. This and hot potato. So unlike, the basketball game was a little like Speed Racer, which is just like play, get a good score. So you could play all day or you could kind of just do it. This is a endurance play. You can't just like go all in and yoink for 30 minutes and win the challenge. You have to be yoinking. Apologies to anyone who wants to sleep. You can sleep.
You can sleep
in 9-minute increments.
You can sleep. You can sleep. I mean, it's
you can do what you want.
You gotta take a strategy, figure out your strategy. But there's ways to figure this out. If you have a team, if you have a tribe that has a wide variety of time zones, you're going to be in really good shape. Although I think that's not currently the case. Like Yellow, this would have been great for Yellow because they had people in all different time zones, but like I don't think the other tribes do. So it might be a little trickier. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. If you're playing on mobile, I'm going to suggest playing on your computer. If you're playing on mobile, there might be limitations on which wallet. So that's the only thing. So it might be like my Coinbase wallet is the only one that works when I play on mobile. And that's not the one that would have been registered, so to speak. So Sorry, what were we going to say, Adrian?
Oh, it's going to be so fun. I said you could give your seed phrase out to a dozen people and ask a dozen people to yoink for you. And you can't tell, but that's sarcasm.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't give your seed phrase out to a dozen people.
Could.
But you could. But don't
if you wanted to cheat.
Yeah, but don't do that. Don't do that. And also, no bots, hacks, anything like that. If you wreck the yoink game, Horsefax is going to ban you for life from Farcaster.
Nay.
Yeah, don't do that. So no botting, no nothing like that. Just click the buttons and
yoink the flag.
And yoink the flag, and that's it. So it's a little capture the flag. It's really fun. So get yoinking, and that's it. Nothing else to share beyond that. There'll be one more thing. I did not get a chance to get the round set up. I'm going to do it right now. So the confessionals round is going to go live. Anyone, including the players who've already been eliminated, may add confessionals to the round. And what that means is you're going to, it can be styled in any way. It can be anonymous. It can be characters. It can be, you can do this in any way you'd like. You can use AI, anything you want to do. But the idea is that it's similar to a confessional in a reality show, a reality competition show. So what you're doing is sort of giving us a little peek behind the scenes of what's happening in your tribe, or maybe how you felt about the vote or how you felt about a game. But you can do this in any creative way that you want. It doesn't have to be your face on there. You can submit up to 2 during this week. This will run from Thursday to Wednesday. And you can you can submit up to 2 videos within this round for the round. There's going to be 5 million CastOut tokens available for the round, and then there's going to be a selection. The one that gets the most likes will get a bonus ETH prize, and then Adrian and I will also pick our favorites for a bonus ETH prize as well. So I'll have that all written up for you in a cast, so you don't have to remember this. I'll give you all the details in just a bit in your islands, players. And for those who are holding CastOut tokens, you will be the voters in the round. So you need to have at least 10,000 CastOut tokens in your wallet in order to be able to vote in the round. And the voting is just liking the cast that you see. And that's how you vote. All right. I think that is all my things for today. We are going to be back tomorrow morning for GM Farcaster, our regular show at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, and we'll have Bill Z chatting with us about what he's working on for Solana, called Tribes, actually. And we'll be chatting with him and our regular show, and then we'll be back at noon. Tomorrow is Friday, right? Tomorrow is a special game. That's one more thing I need to tell the players. Tomorrow's a special game. It will be synchronous. Tomorrow's game and I believe Monday's game will both be synchronous. So you will need to designate a player from your tribe to play the game. I'll have more information about that in your group chats, so you can start to think about who might be that player and make sure they're available, because that will be at noon tomorrow. And I'm trying to figure out a better way to carry all the different time zones, but I think we're just going to have to hit it at noon. And I'm sorry if it's midnight where you are, just maybe try to pick somebody in the most friendly time zone, who doesn't mind staying awake late. And that's it. Anything else, Adrian, that I may have forgotten? Any other tips for the players?
It's your daily. It's just a game reminder. Everyone's playing great. Yep. Good sportsmanship, having fun, and no, I think we covered it. Sorry to see Purple go, but some tribe, it's got to be a tribe.
Yep, it's got to be a tribe. We're sorry, Purple, but we love you. We do love you. But we're sorry, but it is what it is. All right, everybody. We thank you so much for being here. We will see you tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. for regular GM Farcaster and noon Eastern for the CastOut edition. And we will see you then. Bye-bye.